What we're about to look at is honestly the end of Donald Trump in a sense, and the death of his authority and power over the Republican Party. Devastating for Trump. So throughout this whole speakership process, one of the big individuals, big in significance, Lauren Boebert, in the way that she's been in front of the media and advocating on behalf of the small group that's holding up Kevin McCarthy from becoming speaker, she decided she would get up, this was a couple days ago now, and call out Trump directly and say, listen, he's my favorite president. We'll look at this moment in a second. But he needs to stop calling us and asking us to support Kevin McCarthy because, of course, Trump is supporting Kevin McCarthy in this battle. And instead needs to call Kevin McCarthy and tell him he doesn't have the votes. Now, to you or I, what occurred there isn't that big of a deal. But we're going to talk about why it's huge after we look at this moment. Take a look again, Lauren Boebert speaking on the floor of the House.
So let's work together. Let's stop with the campaign smears and tactics to get people to turn against us. Even having my favorite president call us and tell us we need to knock this off. I think it actually needs to be reversed. The president needs to tell Kevin McCarthy that, sir, you do not have the votes and it's time to withdraw. And with that, I yield. Thank you. So let's work together.
So she's saying, Trump, stop telling us to support Kevin McCarthy and instead call Kevin McCarthy and tell him to back down. Now, in the Democratic Party, we challenge each other a lot within progressive spaces. There's lots of challenging going on and questioning of each other, and a little bit too much oftentimes, a little bit too divided in certain moments. But that makes it to where it's not a big deal in the slightest if one person publicly calls out another who's on the same quote unquote side, right? Within the left, I would say. But here, Lauren Boebert is as MAGA as you get. Her, Marjorie Greene, Matt Gaetz are the crew, the MAGA crew that all was brought into existence. Their whole career was built around Trumpism and Trump. And what we've been talking about a lot as Trump has begun to weaken significantly politically is eventually Trumpism is going to stay alive. Possibly the wrong wording for the next statement, but Trump is going to become irrelevant, we'll say. And Trumpism will stay very much energized, possibly, but Trump will not. And the movement will fall away from him as an individual, pick someone else to represent that kind of MAGA type, election denier type thinking. And so we're seeing that now. Lauren Boebert, someone who is so much of a Trump bootlicker that it's almost hard to watch, is feeling comfortable based on her understanding of where the MAGA base is right now to speak out against Trump like that. Not saying I hate him, still he's my favorite president, as she said, but directly going against what he has asked them to do. That's a big deal. Previously, Trump was absolutely able, whenever he wanted, to say, this is what we're doing, and every single MAGA person would do it, otherwise he would go after them. Now, he's asking, please support Kevin McCarthy, and she's publicly saying, no, go ask Kevin McCarthy to bend the knee to us. And that right there represents the falling away of Trump's relevance, strength, and significance within the Republican Party, and it is so beautiful to watch. Now, what's not beautiful is, as I said before, let's not celebrate too much thinking that because Trump's becoming weaker, MAGA is going to also vanish. Not true. The MAGA type, disconnected from reality part of the right wing is going to stay very much alive, very much active and energized, even if Trump becomes less powerful, which is very important for us to watch out for. Quickly, we have now started our subreddit. Remind me, it's The Luke Beasley Show or Luke Beasley Show?
The Luke Beasley Show.
The Luke Beasley Show. And you can go to the subreddit, just interact, build a community. It's going to be beautiful. Let me know what you guys think about different stories and whatever it might be. Interact with one another. Lots of fun. See you there.